Today's Dhamma talk is about Pali word Padaniyanga. Padaniyanga means elements of effort or qualities of a meditator. The qualities that a meditator should develop or cultivate. The 5 qualities to develop are 1. Faith. 2. Health. 3. Honest mind or outlook, that is sincerity. 4. Industriousness or energy. 5. In wisdom, especially of the arising and passing away phenomena. The confidence and the practice of insight meditation is a very important factor. And unless a person has an unwavering faith in the practice, one can be overwhelmed by doubts. In the beginning part of Satipatthana Sutta, Buddha expounded advantages of the practice of Satipatthana Vipassana Bhavana as 1. Purification of mental defilements. 2. Overcoming of sorrow. 3. Overcoming of lamentation. 4. Surmounting of physical suffering. And 5. Surmounting of mental suffering. 6. Attainment of path and fruition knowledge. And 7. Realization of Nibbana. In the middle part of the sutta or the discourse, Buddha expounded the detailed method of practice. Buddha said, if a meditator intending to practice Satipatthana Vipassana Bhavana or mindfulness insight meditation, while walking, a meditator has to note all the characteristics of moving, noting like left step, right step, or lifting, putting down, or lifting, moving, putting down. Is noting the characteristics of the movement. And when stopping, meditator should note the stopping, then standing and touching. When sitting, meditator must know the characteristics of sitting. And when lying down, meditator should know the characteristics of lying down. As rising and falling of the abdomen and sitting and touching of the body is physical phenomena. Bending, stretching of the limbs is also physical phenomena. All these phenomena should be noted in detail as experienced personally, and in the sutta it is instructed how to know practically everything without missing anything. In the conclusion part of the sutta, Buddha gave assurance. The tendency of people is having more confidence and trust in guaranteed results. Buddha practically declared, a meditator who practices according to Satipatthana Sutta instructions for 7 years can achieve the status of arhatship. If a meditator has remaining upadana khana, upadana meaning clinging or grasping, a meditator can achieve anagami status. Here to be noted is there are 4 kinds of clinging or grasping. 1. Kamupadana meaning sensuous clinging. 2. Hetupadana clinging to views. 3. Silapatupadana clinging to mere rules and rituals. And 4. Clinging to personality belief, Attavadupadana. Buddha said for strenuous and serious meditators according to their past parameters of perfection, he may be not even 7 years. Buddha said even one can get within 6 years or 5 years or 4 years or 3 years or at least 1 year. And Buddha even guaranteed that arhatship or anagami status to those who actually practice according to the letter and spirit of this Satipatthana Sutta. Buddha even said for those who have mature paramitas or perfection, can even gain 7 months duration or 6 months or 5 months, 4 months or 3 months or 1 month. And for those who have pure mature perfection, even 15 days or 7 days is sufficient to attain arhatship or anagami status. Of course, achievement within 7 days or 15 days is quite rare nowadays, and to those who had accumulated parami or perfection and their previous existences are qualified for this short period. Generally, a matter of 2 to 3 months is needed for successful achievement of insight wisdom. Buddha's teachings are most reliable and assured of positive results, since he taught only what he had tested by his own experience. At the beginning part of the Satipatthana Sutta, the advantages are explained, and in the middle part, the practical methods of meditation, and in the final part, the guaranteed results. Therefore, meditators should have absolute faith in the practice of Dhamma. Buddha himself expounded the method only after he had personal experience and personal achievement, not on the theory or the philosophy only. The second factor is that the teachers of Satipatthana, Vipassana, Bhavana or insight meditation are not theorists, but practical persons who had themselves gone through the path. The third factor is to have confidence in one's own capability. Some have modest aims only, thinking that they cannot achieve liberation in this present existence. In their view, the practices only undertaken to build parami or perfection for future achievements. Such kind of thinking is defeatist thinking. The fact that our meditators here become human beings in this Buddha Sasana or teaching itself is a rare privilege to work for liberation. The fact that you all become interested in Buddha's Dhamma shows that you all must have some parami or perfection formed from or accumulated from previous existence to come and practice Vipassana meditation at this retreat, where Buddha's original teachings are maintained according to the tradition. Therefore, all our meditators here should not have any doubt about the competency of your teachers. Then only it will be an additional element in the progress of meditator and following the path. So the main criteria for the progress of meditation is faith in the Buddha, faith in the Dhamma, faith in the teacher, and confidence in one's own capability. And number 2, the second quality of requirement is health of the meditator. Some do not take proper care of one's health during intensive meditation. Some tend to indulge in excessive sitting hours. Some tend to eat less with the mistaken belief that eating less is conducive to meditation achievement. Such kind of behavior is the source of poor health, and poor health will not conduce to meditation progress. Therefore, every meditator should take proper care of one's health by eating sufficient diet, by sticking to the balanced meditational exercises of sitting and walking to stay fit and energetic. The third quality or requirement is to have one's mind or honest mind and honest outlook. Straightforwardness is one of the qualities required of a good meditator. Some meditators are reluctant to report bad experiences, but always try to report all good ones only to the teacher. By not reporting the true happenings, the teacher is at a loss to determine the status of meditator's progress. At some stage of the practice, meditators may experience pessimistic outlook, such as awareness of fearfulness, knowledge of misery, wearisomeness, or disenchantment. Such kind of experience should be reported truthfully. Then only the teacher will know the real stage a meditator has reached, or correct his practice if there is some error. If a teacher cannot give his meditator a proper guidance, the progress can be very slow. Do not exaggerate the good sitting and do not hide the bad sitting of experiences, that is straightforwardness. Number 4. The fourth quality or requirement is industriousness. Buddha expounded that the achievement of Nibbana is not always an easy matter. One has to put up one's utmost effort of virya. The aim of meditation is deliverance from this whole cycle of samsara, or repeated rebirths. Meditator is expected to be mindful of one's physical and mental phenomena since one's awakening time under one's sleeping time. By following this mindfulness diligently all the time, a meditator is regarded as industrious. By noting in such a way, meditator will come to know the true nature of mind and matter, or nama and rupa, at the time of arising or at the time of passing away. When meditator practices walking meditation, noting of left step, right step, this is nama. Physical steps taken is rupa. When noting hearing, ear and the sound is rupa. Hearing consciousness is nama. When noting rising and falling of the abdomen, rising and falling of the abdomen is rupa, and the mind that is noting is nama. It means noting at the present moment of arising and passing away. And number 5. By noting these psychophysical phenomena, the mind and the metta, or the nama and rupa, at the present moment, the true characteristic is realized. Meditator became aware of the impermanence and the disappearing. Meditator came to know that nothing happened as one wished. Conditions were uncontrollable, arising and passing away by themselves, devoid of self-entity, and is nothing but just phenomena of Dharma. By observing thus, one experiences the dissolving or vanishing of both the object of noting and the noting itself, and one achieves samasana jnana. After the samasana jnana, meditator matures in one's insight knowledge, and udayabhaya jnana appears. When this jnana or insight appears, noting tends to become easy and comfortable without unpleasant feelings. At this stage, one is likely to encounter unusual experiences. Example, visions of lights, rapture and ecstasy are also likely to develop. Whole of one's body become light. Some even experience a certain degree of levitation. All these phenomena have to be noted as lifting, seen, swing, liking, and so forth. If the meditator has attachment to such kind of rapture or piti, it can lead to unnecessary delay. In some cases, meditator feels the whole body well composed, having a cool and peaceful sensation all over the body. While such sensations occur, one should not get attached to such feelings. They are just passaddhi or tranquility sensation. It is also to be noted as usual. If meditator becomes attached to such passaddhi feeling, there will be no progress. After that, parivati mokha, meaning strong confidence or determination, can also develop. Assuming one has now achieved good dharma, one has reached a stage of enlightenment and so forth. Sometimes eagerness to take part in the service of the community, like teaching dharma to friends and to propagate Buddha sadhana to one's own society, overwhelms oneself. If meditator succumbs to such eager motivations, the progress of meditation can be retarded. Therefore, in such a case, meditator must contemplate thus: now is the time for my own progress and deliverance. I must postpone my eagerness to promote Dharma to others for the time being and note diligently. Sometimes overzealousness overwhelms the meditator and one is satisfied with one's own energetic enthusiasm. Such kind of eagerness should be discarded by noting diligently as satisfaction, etc. At this stage, after a long struggle with pain, restlessness and misery of sensations for a long time, meditator will enjoy calmness, lightness of the body, tranquility of mind, etc. and may think one has attained enlightenment. But is not so as yet. This is what we call sukha, which is one of the 5 factors of jhanic bliss or absorption concentration. Sometimes clear comprehension and knowledge and alertness and mindfulness develop, but the meditator should not get conceited. It is only the majority of concentration. Another misleading development is what we call nikanti, which is conceit in one's own achievement of Dharma. Sometimes the sharpness of mindfulness can foresee some events. When such focus comes true, a meditator can be very pleased with one's own achievement and gone astray from the path. There can also be wrong path in the practice of vipassana meditation. When meditators experience piti or rapture, passaddhi or tranquility, and sharpness in the mindfulness, and lightness of the body, visions of lights, calmness and tranquility of mind occurs. And these can elevate meditator's spirits, and meditator think one has achieved special enlightenment and stop practice. If meditators get attached to such physical and mental pleasantness, then the meditators are on the wrong path. After taking heed of teacher's advice, if meditators note all the physical and mental pleasantness diligently, meditator will achieve the upper level of this udiyabhya jnana or inside knowledge of arising and passing away. And all these pleasantness will disappear. After passing this stage, meditator can be sure of gradual progress and will be free from falling into the wrong path. Therefore, to avoid deviation from the right path, a meditator should be closely supervised by a teacher until one can very clearly understand the fifth quality or requirement of knowing the arising and passing away phenomena of one's own body. This completes the 5 qualities or requirements of a meditator. So may I conclude my Dhamma talk by wishing may our meditators here be able to fulfill the 5 qualities of faith, good health, straightforwardness, industriousness, and knowing the arising and passing away phenomena by insight, wisdom, and become the Amega Dhamma, overcome the Amega Dhamma, and achieve Mega Dhamma, and attain the cherished goal of Nibbana, the end of all suffering, the extinction of all craving, and the most easiest way and in the shortest possible time.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Dhamme punya,
Dhamme punya,
Nibbanasa,
Nibbanasa,
Pacayo, Hodu, Dhamme punya,
Dhamme punya,
Nyatinam Hodu,
Nyatina hodu,
Sukita Hondu Nyatayo,
Sukita hondu nyatayo,
Imano, Punya
Baga,
Sabha Satana, Tema,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
We all be happy.